Hi, I'm Alicia.
I'm Brett.
We're from Stealth Collective Projects. We design and build homes for profit so we can live a life on our terms. The story began 8 years ago when we were looking for a piece of land in the southwest. Brett and I had always had this affinity with rural living, and I think that was spurred on by a lot of travel that we did. We finally found this beautiful 2.5 acres in rural Yallingup, which is near the Margaret River wine region. The view and the vista was just stunning, and we knew we had to create something special. There was just this love for the Australian shed, something so simple in its design and materiality, and we really wanted to elevate that.
There was a real click point as we were building Stealth Farmhouse. It was fun, it was enjoyable. It was something totally different, for me, from sitting behind a desk most of the day. We saw the success, and from then it snowballed, and we just kept refining it. Every build, every renovation was just tweaked a little bit. That's enabled us to be able to have the choice and have the freedom to live life on our terms. I was burnt out, I had a gut full of the 9 to 5, and it was this, I think, strong urge inside of us to live life differently. Property was something that we understood.
We decided from the outset that we wanted to be financially independent.
Doing some business.
We're working, aren't we? Were you at work? We moved house something like 8 times in the last 7 years. We moved away from our family and our friends, and we raised 2 children up in the mix of that. The flip side is that out of the last 3 years, we have got to spend 14 months on the road in our caravan. We are in control of our time. We're in control of what projects we do, when we do them, and that's something that's really important, but we would have never have got there if we didn't have the courage to do things the hard way and do things a little bit differently that are out of the norm.
Stealth came from the first house that we built, Stealth Farmhouse, and it got that name because it was dark in colour and it kind of disappeared into the landscape.
Remember when we were at a winery and we were looking back at where the house was, and we knew exactly where it was.
But you couldn't see it.
We couldn't see it, it disappeared.
It disappeared.
And someone, I think, said, "Oh, that's stealthy." There's something about taking the Australian shed and its simplicity and turning it into something really extraordinary. That was the brief with Stealth Farmhouse, and it's something that we've just been drawn back to year after year after year. And I love the fact that you can use a simple material palette, and through clever design, you can really elevate the building. Allocating your budget to the areas that are going to give you the most value. It's knowing about how you live in the space, what's important to you, what's important to your family, and really designing for that. For us, having this connection with family and friends was so important. So the living areas, the kitchen, the dining areas were areas that we really wanted to focus on to bring people together.
It's where we spend 90% of our time is in this space, and it was the connection to the outdoors that flows from those living areas. And for us, bathrooms and wardrobes and bedrooms are service areas, and they're not a space you spend a lot of time in.
For example, for us, having the living area large and spacious was really important, so we were going to allocate more space and more budget there. Whereas the bathrooms, walk-in robes, butler's pantries, that sort of thing, weren't as important on our list. So we made sure that these areas, if we'd use them, were smaller, more compact, but still functional.
These are all areas where you can pull back in, because ultimately your square meterage adds up over the space of a house, and this is where budgets can blow out. It has to have that special feel. For me, it's all about the feeling, whether that's an outlook, whether that's a beautiful tree, whether it's a dam, just something that really has that real magical feeling about it, because you can't create and change that. You can your house and your design, but first and foremost, that piece of land just has to have that special feel.
Over the past 8 years, we have spent a lot of time crafting a farmhouse, and we have refined what works, what doesn't work, and it's been a long time coming where we've been wanting to release our own stealth farmhouse design. It's really exciting. We're going to be launching the ultimate stealth house, the Stealth Retreat floor plan, which will be a 4x3 farmhouse. And those floor plans are designed to save you time and money when it comes to design. We've taken out all of the hard work, we've thought of all of the creativity around that, and we're going to be launching it really, really soon.
Not only are we sharing and offering these floor plans, we're actually going to be building this project. We want to take you on that journey with us, to see the good, the bad, the lessons, the mistakes, the rewards, and we want to open the doors, and yeah, we're going to share that.